This is CBC Nova Scotia News.
Tonight, Runway reopens. Crews remove a plane that made a fiery landing at the Halifax airport as the investigation continues. Resignation calls. The Atlantic Liberal Caucus pens a letter to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau urging him to step down as party leader. And North Grove Kindness. The Dartmouth Community Hub prides itself on helping each other. Good evening and welcome to this special half-hour edition of CBC Nova Scotia News. Operations are returning to normal at Halifax Stanfield International Airport. The plane that caught fire and skidded on the runway over the weekend has now been removed and the runway has reopened. Hannah Vino has the latest.
You might not be able to see it through the fog, but planes are once again landing and taking off from this runway at the Halifax Stanfield International Airport. It's been closed since Saturday evening after a rough landing on an Air Canada flight coming in from St. John's. In video captured by passengers, the plane skids down the runway and partially catches fire. Some passengers on board said the cabin began to fill with smoke. The Transportation Safety Board says they are investigating a suspected issue with the left landing gear. 73 passengers were on board at the time. No serious injuries were reported. The incident led to the temporary suspension of all flights to and from Halifax. Once flights did resume, one of the two runways at the Halifax airport remained closed with the damaged aircraft still on it. The Transportation Safety Board says it removed the plane late Sunday night. Meanwhile, the airport authority says both its runways are now open for regular flight operations. In a statement, Air Canada says crews are in the process for returning the baggage left on board the plane to the passengers. Hannah Vino, CBC News, Halifax.
Meanwhile, St. John's Airport is investigating debris found on one of their runways on Saturday. It happened the same day the Air Canada flight from the city skidded on the Halifax runway. Officials in Newfoundland are now trying to figure out if the two incidents are connected. The Atlantic Liberal Caucus is calling on Justin Trudeau to step down. The Prime Minister has been under increasing pressure since the resignation of Chrystia Freeland from Cabinet earlier this month. A letter written by Nova Scotia MP Cody Blois was posted on social media following a caucus meeting on Friday. It says the caucus has deep personal affection for Trudeau, but also concern about the Liberal Party's chances in the future. The letter says it is untenable for Trudeau to remain as leader and that party needs more time for a proper transition. The MPs are calling for an urgent national caucus meeting for early January. Meanwhile, opposition leaders have said they will introduce a non-confidence motion in the new year. The province's Liquor Corporation is reporting a large surge in thefts this year. Compared to last year, liquor stores in Nova Scotia are showing a 55% increase in thefts. In a statement, the NSLC says they are feeling the effects of a nationwide increase in shoplifting. The Crown Corporation says they've hired security at a number of stores to combat rising thefts. StatsCan indicates Nova Scotia has the highest rate of shoplifting. Leaf gave birth to a baby named Theodore or Charlotte in Nova Scotia this year. You're not alone. They topped the list of the most popular boy and girl baby names in Nova Scotia in 2024. 41 babies were named Theodore and 33 were named Charlotte. Also on the list, William, Jack, Noah, Amelia, Oliver, and Olivia. Service Nova Scotia says there were 7,154 registered births in the province this year, compared to just 5,922 births in 2023. So, Ryan, a mild, soggy, foggy day out there today.
Yeah, that's right. The more snow melting, and that's going to continue right through tonight and right through the day tomorrow as well, with those temperatures remaining very mild for this time of year. Amy, thank you so much. Let's first start with the forecast for tomorrow, and you can see how mild it will be. 7, 8, 9 degrees. Now, yes, some sunshine will break in as we move into the afternoon tomorrow. The rain tonight will slowly but surely clear. Note the timeline here. Monday evening into the overnight. This is where that rain will linger, is generally over Cape Breton tomorrow morning. But even across parts of the mainland, we'll see maybe a couple of isolated bands of rain still wrapping up. By the time we get to Tuesday afternoon, though, we're looking at that rain clearing, and we'll look at some sunshine starting to break through into the afternoon. Temperatures will remain mild with those southwest winds. Dropping, though, for New Year's Eve. If you are heading out, going to remain above the freezing mark right through the evening. Around midnight, when we're ringing in 2025, expecting temperatures to drop to around the freezing mark at that point. So be mindful for some patchy black ice areas for your commute home if you're traveling home after midnight. And heads up that Wednesday, New Year's Day, we've got more wet weather then tracking in with another warm push and more rain. We'll break down your 7-day forecast, which does include some chilly temperatures coming up, Amy.
Okay, thanks for that, Ryan.
Thank you.
Well, many organizations are helping those less fortunate this holiday season, but facing some challenging months ahead. The Dartmouth North Christian Food Bank helped 186 households this year with Christmas hampers, thanks in part to donations. And while a lot of people made donations this season, the food bank says that the need persists.
The need is still great. Your generosity over Christmas is more than appreciated. But come January, February, think of the people at the food bank. They're standing in the cold in line to get 2 or 3 bags of food. So if you have the wherewithal to make a donation, it's January, February. Come in and see us Wednesday mornings. Bring your checkbook. I'll be more than happy to take your check. Anyway, we just kind of think of us year round.
Jackson says the food bank serves up to 130 households a week, a number that has been steadily rising over the past year. North Grove in Dartmouth is always a bustling place where people from all walks of life and ages come to meet. And its manager says that's what makes it so special, especially during the holiday season.
So in probably the next half hour, actually, we're going to have our Tuesday community lunch, which happens every Tuesday. And this room will be filled with nice mix of community. Everybody comes and shares lunch, sits and chats. They're served like restaurant style. So it's just a really nice community gathering every week. We have grown so much. We've grown in staff-wise and we've grown program-wise. So as a family center, we were funded mostly to work with families with young children, so preschool age. But we knew that there was, a whole other broad needs for other people in the community, and food was absolutely one of them. So opening the food center allowed us to really serve the broad demographic of the community, and and that helped us just grow exponentially. So the community here makes the world kinder by their care for each other and their empathy for each other. It's really common to see groups of people meet each other here for lunch or for breakfast, and that's their social gathering for the week. There have been a few beautiful examples of how people help each other and are kind to each other. One that I'd like to share particularly is a mom and her family new to the area with a new baby when she came, probably 2 months old. There was a group of women who come to breakfast all the time who really just took them under their wing. And one of the things that became apparent was that the stroller the mom was using was literally falling apart. And they just didn't have the money to replace it. So this group of 5 or 6 women pooled their money and they bought her a brand new stroller car seat model. And they presented, I know, I could cry. They presented it here to her at a Wednesday morning breakfast. It was covered and had a bow on it. And literally the mom was speechless. She could not believe that somebody or that a group of people would do this for her. She probably couldn't speak for at least 5 minutes. And of course we all cried. And I think it's just a beautiful example of how people take care of each other here.
Well, when you think about Indigenous beadwork, your mind might not jump to beaded moments in pop culture. But for one Nova Scotia artist, that's exactly what happened. The CBC's Jane Sponigal spent some time last month at the artist booth at the Halcon Sci-Fi and Fantasy Convention in Halifax to learn about the inspiration for the beadwork.
So it's great for people to kind of bead through the struggles of life. You know, you see something funny on the internet and you bead it right away. And that's part of the experience of being an Indigenous artist and being a queer artist and being online all the time. So my name is Lelia Bennett. I go by Little Ilnu as my art alias name. I've been running my business for about 2 years now. It started out back in 2018. I learned how to bead from a friend, the Crafty Killjoy on Instagram. And it was kind of just by chance that we met. And because I was taught how to do beadwork there, it really just took off. At some point during the pandemic, when I was at home a lot, I was experimenting more with beadwork. And sort of over these last 2 years, I've been getting more into design work and creating a lot more intricate patterns. And I've been able to branch out from there. So it used to be just kind of simpler designs or one or two in a different color. And now I find myself being able to kind of draw inspiration from really anything that can be turned into an earring, because anything can be. The most iconic one that I have to talk about, because it's been going wild on Instagram, is I beaded a medallion of Patrick Starfish from the SpongeBob movie. So it's a big giant Patrick Starfish with fishnets and boots, and it's just the coolest thing ever. So it's been getting a lot of attention, and people from across the way will go, look at that, and kind of freak out about it. So that's awesome. I hope to make stickers of it as well. But some of my other favorite characters that I have are probably the Minion earrings. Those were designed in collaboration with my partner, and definitely Kirby and Hello Kitty. Yeah, it's definitely hard to choose, but there's some really great things there. I tried to branch out and do a little bit of Animal Crossing, a little bit of Nintendo, a little bit of, Pokemon, obviously. My identities inspire the pieces that I make. So I'm queer, I'm not cis. I haven't decided my label yet. I'm also autistic and chronically ill. And so I take in account all my identities, and I feel that they're represented in my work in the way that I experience them. Not everything is a one size fits all, but because of my queer identity, I do like to incorporate lots of bright colors. It's something that means a lot to me. And even just besides all the sentimental things, I think that a lot of folks who have ADHD can relate to the experience of you try something new because it seems really exciting, and then you're not good at it. And right away you're like, I don't know if this is for me. But I still felt like there was something about it that I really wanted to try again. That's not super common for me. So I was like, light bulb moment. This is something that obviously is going to go somewhere for me. But this has really just kind of elevated my whole artistic practice. I find more people, more non-Indigenous people buy my artwork than perhaps some folks who are only selling traditional items because they can connect to it in a different way. So when I'm making things that are pop culture that they've seen on TV before, or they have their favorite stuffy that, they cuddle with at night, and it's in beadwork, it just opens a new world for them. And sometimes it can be a pathway for them to see Indigenous artwork in a different way and understand what contemporary Indigenous artwork looks like. And not everything has to be the most traditional thing ever. And so, yeah, it really just gives an opportunity for non-Indigenous folks to interact with my art practice and with other folks, and it carries on from there. I think there's a lot of other folks that do this kind of beadwork. Not lots, but there are folks out there, and I always love seeing their stuff as well. And that tends to get the most reactions out of people because they're just so excited.
When we were at your booth earlier this afternoon, someone stopped by and said, it's really great to see beadwork because beadwork is dying. What do you think that sentiment, that when people say that?
That was an interesting comment because I definitely disagree. I think it depends what kind of people you follow online or what your community circle is like, because I'm friends with a lot of artists. I follow about 5,000 people online, and I would say that a good third of them are at least beadwork artists. And there's a lot of folks that do it, actually. And so I don't think it's dying at all, especially in the last couple of years, what I've noticed, at least because I'm, doing this as a business. So I'm not sure what it was like before. There's a huge uptake in people wanting to learn traditional art forms, and beadwork happens to be one of those because it can be really experimental, and there's a lot more options of what you can make. For example, quills are a little bit harder to work with. So I think beads are a more accessible way for people to get, in there, learn a bit more about their culture. Maybe they can reflect on, what symbolism and florals and designs they have in their nation and incorporate that. And I see that happening all over the place. And it's really wonderful to see people doing beadwork. Yeah.
Check out this beautiful vintage Christmas scene We've got Ryan up next with the full weather forecast. We'll see you in just a few minutes. All right, some good news for the folks who like to celebrate New Year's Eve outside. The weather sounds decent.
Yeah, it
More
does.
than decent, right?
More than decent, for sure. The wet weather will have wrapped up. The temperatures, not freezing.
Yeah, which
so
is a
many
change
years.
from other years.
Yeah, definitely, where you're bundling up in multiple layers. I mean, do dress warm, but as you'll see with the hour by hour, it is not going to be cold by any stretch. And keeping an eye on those temps starting to slide after midnight, after we ring in the new year.
If you're standing around a bit, you know, you do want to wear your layers and your hat and your mitts.
Definitely. Let's have a look at first high temperatures today. And yeah, boy, double digits Westport. You can see Halifax 4-5 degrees, Keji at 8, and Yarmouth at 9, Sydney in the 4-5 range, Cheticamp at 9, and there is a lace wet wind warning in effect for this evening into the overnight. We're going to be seeing gusts to 90 kilometers per hour with this line coming through, and you can see as we back things out, there's the low over the Great Lakes. We're looking at this frontal boundary that's moving through, rolling through the Gulf of Maine as we speak. The southeast winds ahead of it. and yeah, that's where those winds are going to be gusting. Generally 50 to 60 across Nova Scotia tonight, but we will see again those gusts to 90 for Inverness County and the Lacewet winds, and then a shift to west to southwest winds in behind this, and this is what will be ushering in those cooler temperatures that will move their way in through New Year's Eve. And as we work our way into the next couple of days, it's going to be this next system that we're watching that will wrap in some even colder air, and that is what's working its way in through the prairies as we speak right now. Have a look at temperatures across North America. Snowbirds comfortably into the 20s from Phoenix across into the Florida region. And yeah, winter settling in back into the prairies, and we will get a taste of that by the end of the 7-day. Tonight, temperatures in the 4, 5, 6 degree range. We'll see again those winds southeast gusting to 60, a shift to southwest winds overnight gusting to 50 for west and central parts of Nova Scotia, and those winds again gusting to 90 for Lacewet winds. And you can see very mild through this evening into the early overnight. We're going to be back into the 9, 10 degree range right through until, well, the wee morning hours for places like Cape Breton. And note, by 6 a.m., the rain's still hanging out for Cape Breton, Antigonish, and Guysborough. The rest of us just looking at a chance for some showers early on, and then we're looking at that mix of sun and cloud to even mostly sunny skies developing as the skies will clear. We'll time out New Year's Eve evening hour by hour in just a second. Let's look at those temperatures for tomorrow in detail, and you can see highs in the 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 range from Guysborough across through Cape Breton to Antigonish and back into the eastern shore. In and around the Cobequid Bay area will be 6, 7, 8 degrees here as well, including the metro area tomorrow. Those winds will shift from southwest back to a little more westerly throughout the day tomorrow, 7 and 8 degrees for areas in the west as well. Okay, so let's walk you through. This is New Year's Eve, and we'll go right through till around 11 o'clock, and you can see starting to see a couple of pockets maybe dipping to the freezing mark by midnight, but it's just after midnight as folks are getting set to head home. This is where we'll see those temperatures starting to dip below the freezing mark, and so any standing water will, again, be freezing up, potential for some black ice into the wee morning hours of 2025. So just a heads up on that. Note for Wednesday morning, New Year's morning, as we wake up, no matter what time you're waking up, it's likely going to be cloudy, maybe some sunny breaks for Cape Breton. And then our next line will work its way in throughout the day on New Year's Day from southwest to northeast. If you're traveling to New Brunswick, this is going to be some snow mixing in there. But for Nova Scotia, we're looking at rain, and that rain will continue right through into the Thursday morning time frame with some showers. Those will likely mix with a few flurries by the end of Thursday into the evening hours in particular, but it's really, for the most part, going to be another mild day on Thursday, and then the cold air spills in. By the time we wake up on Friday morning, it's -3, and we're steady there through the day on Friday, and we're going to remain at and below the freezing mark right through the weekend. So stock up on the salt and the sand. We're likely looking at a few icy patches right through the weekend.
That's some good advice for sure. All right, thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Coming up, as vintage upright pianos start to show their age, Maritimers are struggling to rehome them. Well, it seems the era for old upright pianos is coming to a close. You can frequently spot vintage uprights for sale online.
And as Laura Meter reports, as more and more pianos reach the end of their usefulness, people are having a hard time finding places for them.
So it takes up a fair amount of space.
This piano is in the way these days, and no one really plays it. It's a good spot for Christmas decorations, but this PEI family wants to find a new home for it. They're not alone. Many people are offering up their pianos for free.
I know that I'm not using the piano. None of my children have space for the piano, and I just wanted to go to a home that will love it as much as we loved it.
Pat McKinnon is hoping to find someone who will appreciate the 150-year-old instrument and play it. She says it will be sad to see it go. It was in her parents' home before it came here.
My mom really enjoyed. She loved music. She loved to sing. She loved to hear us play. So I feel it's kind of a connection with her. It'll be different not to have the piano in the home.
She's optimistic someone will want it, but hasn't found any takers yet. Neither has this woman, who also has a piano to give away. She got it for free from a friend, hoping her kids would play, but they're into other things.
So, I'm fine to hang on to it for a little bit. I'm not going to panic, but hopefully maybe over the next 5 years, somebody might take it.
She's only had a few people ask about it, but they don't want something this big. This piano tuner remembers when just about everyone seemed to have a piano.
At one point in time, I thought that almost every other home had a piano, because I could drive down the street and say, I've been there, I've been there, I've been there, I've been there, you know.
He says some of the old acoustic pianos can still sound good, but they need regular tuning and maintenance.
They date back, some of them, to the 1890s, but many of them into the 1930s, 1940s.
He used to get calls from people looking for secondhand pianos. Now he gets calls from people wanting to give them to him. He knows they would be tough to resell. He says some people are switching to electronic keyboards, but many are also buying new acoustic pianos.
Acoustic pianos, I believe, will stay for a long, long time.
He says that love of the piano's sound and the music it makes is still there. He expects to stay busy tuning pianos for years to come. Laura Meter, CBC News, Dunstaffnage.
And they are beautiful.
They certainly are.
Well, that's it for us tonight. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.